Sinn Féin's leader in Northern Ireland, Michelle O'Neill, has urged the DUP to end its boycott of the power-sharing government and work with her party to resolve the post-Brexit trade issues that have created tensions and disruptions in Northern Ireland. In this section, we will explore why the DUP is refusing to cooperate with Sinn Féin, what are the main challenges facing the power-sharing institutions, and what are the implications of Sinn Féin's electoral success for the future of Northern Ireland. The DUP is the largest unionist party in Northern Ireland, which means it supports remaining part of the United Kingdom and opposes any moves towards Irish unification. The DUP has been boycotting the power-sharing government since May 2022, when Sinn Féin became the largest party in the Stormont Assembly for the first time. The power-sharing government is a system that was established by the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, which ended decades of violence between unionists and nationalists. Under this system, the largest party from each community nominates a First Minister and a Deputy First Minister, who share executive authority and must work together on key issues. The DUP has cited its opposition to the post-Brexit trade arrangements between Northern Ireland and Great Britain as the main reason for its boycott. These arrangements, known as the Northern Ireland Protocol, are part of the UK-EU withdrawal agreement that was signed in 2019. The protocol aims to avoid a hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, which is an EU member state, by keeping Northern Ireland aligned with some EU rules and regulations. This means that there are checks and controls on some goods moving between Northern Ireland and Great Britain, creating a trade barrier within the UK. The DUP argues that the protocol undermines Northern Ireland's constitutional status within the UK and its economic ties with Great Britain. The DUP also claims that it was not consulted on the protocol and that it violates the principle of consent, which requires any change to Northern Ireland's constitutional position to be approved by a majority of its people. The DUP has launched legal challenges against the protocol, called for its replacement or removal, and demanded that the UK government invoke Article 16, which allows either side to suspend parts of the protocol if they cause serious economic or social difficulties. However, Sinn Féin's Michelle O'Neill has accused the DUP of using the protocol as an excuse for not sharing power with nationalists. She has said that the real reason for the DUP's boycott is its refusal to accept her as the First Minister of Northern Ireland, which would be a historic milestone for Irish nationalism. She has also said that the DUP is ignoring the democratic mandate of Sinn Féin and its voters, who support the protocol as a way to protect peace and stability on the island of Ireland. She has called on the DUP to respect the Good Friday Agreement and return to power sharing without preconditions or vetoes. The power-sharing government has been suspended several times since 1998 due to political disagreements between unionists and nationalists. The most recent suspension lasted from January 2017 to January 2020, when Sinn Féin withdrew from the government over a scandal involving a renewable energy scheme. The government was restored after both parties agreed on a deal that addressed some of their outstanding issues, such as language rights, public services, and legacy matters. However, since then, new challenges have emerged for the power-sharing institutions, such as the impact of Brexit, the COVID-19 pandemic, and social unrest. The post-Brexit trade issues have sparked protests and violence from some loyalist groups, who feel betrayed by the UK government and alienated from their British identity. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed gaps and inequalities in healthcare and education systems, as well as differences in approaches to lockdowns and restrictions between Northern Ireland and Great Britain. Social unrest has also erupted over issues such as abortion rights, police accountability, and commemoration events. These challenges have increased the pressure on Sinn Féin and the DUP to work together to find solutions that can benefit all communities in Northern Ireland. However, their cooperation has been hampered by their deep ideological differences, mutual distrust, and internal divisions. The DUP has faced leadership turmoil and defections over its handling of Brexit and power sharing. Sinn Féin has faced criticism and scrutiny over its links with former paramilitaries and its role in Irish politics. Sinn Féin's electoral success in Northern Ireland has also raised questions about its long-term vision for the future of Northern Ireland. Sinn Féin is an all-Ireland party that advocates for Irish unification through peaceful and democratic means. It believes that Brexit has created an opportunity for a referendum on Irish unity, which it wants to see happen within this decade. It argues that Irish unity would offer economic benefits, social justice, and environmental protection for all people on the island. However, not everyone shares Sinn Féin's vision or enthusiasm for Irish unity. Many unionists fear that Irish unity would threaten their British identity, culture, and interests. Many nationalists are also wary or ambivalent about Irish unity, preferring to focus on improving their lives within Northern Ireland. Many people are also concerned about the practicalities and consequences of Irish unity, such as how it would affect taxation, welfare, healthcare, education, security, trade, and relations with other countries. Therefore, Sinn Féin faces significant challenges in convincing a majority of people in both parts of Ireland to support its goal of Irish unity. It also faces competition from other parties that offer alternative visions for Northern Ireland's future within or outside of the UK. Sinn Féin's success also depends on how it can balance its role as a governing partner in Northern Ireland with its role as an opposition party in the Republic of Ireland. In conclusion, Sinn Féin's leader in Northern Ireland, Michelle O'Neill, has urged the DUP to end its boycott of the power-sharing government and work with her party to resolve the post-Brexit trade issues that have created tensions and disruptions in Northern Ireland. However, this is not an easy task given their divergent views on Brexit, power-sharing, and Irish unity. Sinn Féin's electoral success also poses challenges for its own vision for Northern Ireland's future within a united Ireland.